The City of Cape Town Safety and Security Directorate today presented 1,000 new Metro Police officers to the public. Still in training, the officers will be deployed across the city during the festive season. All this to allow for students to start their practical training and gain experience by working out in the field. After a hike across Table Mountain, the group then attended a formal parade, and our reporter Mariska Botha was there.
Stay in Cape Town, the sun is shining and it's not too hot, and what's happening behind us is quite extraordinary. The City of Cape Town is for the first time bringing together 1,000 of its new recruits to be on parade. But let's get right into it with the people who know what's really happening here, and we're speaking to JP Smith, the MACO member for safety and security in the City of Cape Town. Mr. Smith, thank you for your time. What are we looking at here?
So we are currently busy with a project called Project 1000. It is the simultaneous training of 1,000 new Metro Police officers. They have been in the training since the end of last year, so they're coming up now for a year. They'll be in 18 months training, and then we'll do in-service training for a further 18 months. This is the most progressive and extensive investment in training we made. Firstly, it is about 4 times larger than our training college was previously able to handle. So we've massively expanded the training college. We've also invested a vast amount of money in training college in technology, additional trainers, and recruited the best trainers we can, because we're really trying to lift the quality. Our entry requirements have increased, so we have the largest number of graduates behind us that we've ever had. So now a majority of these cadets behind me are graduates, whereas in the past we would we're only looking for matric. Because the number of applicants are so large, we can afford to be more selective, and we want to give the public the best possible quality officers we can. And so over a long period of time, there is a lot of time to thin out those who are not going to make it, who do not match the academic curriculum, who are not matching the physical curriculum. There is a huge emphasis, as you can see, on physical fitness. They just went for a hike across the mountain. Myself and the senior management all joined them. We have a practice now where all the senior management have to hike with the staff for weekly hikes, so that everybody can feel and look and think the part. Fitness is a much greater element now than we've ever put emphasis on before, and then academic fitness and fitness for purpose. So there's a much greater emphasis on the training of civic education. What is your role as a police officer? Why do you fulfill this role? What is your moral function? What is your role as an example and as a role model do you play? What is your role in supporting constitutional democratic policing in a dispensation of human rights and policing oversight? And so we are increasingly trying to create the best possible quality officer that we can. We have a delegation of German police officers here, and it must say it's been extremely heartening to sit there and listen to them as they've worked with with our officers over the last week, their impressions about the quality that we are producing. And our college is really investing, and for the first time we're also starting now our graduate and postgraduate courses. So we're increasingly pushing our members to qualify themselves beyond just what is basically essential for the job. There's a lot more being invested in creating good quality police.
When they are done with their training, where will they be deployed?
So these will go all over. At the moment, we are about to suspend their training for in-service training. So for the next few months, starting in November, they will be deployed on the mountain, on our beaches, at our recreation facilities in communities, and everywhere else we need them. So these cadets will all be out making Cape Town safer over the festive season, and then after the festive season, they will resume their training. And so some really good stuff that is happening. And I can see from my just walking with them for the last hour and a half and chatting to them while they were waiting, just the completely different attitude and mindset that we are getting from these cadets.
After their training has resumed, where will they be deployed? Are there specific areas where you would want more of your Metro Police officers?
We have a list of essential needs. So we understand where those pressure areas are. We are developing more public order policing and SWAT. We have essential needs in our schools. We have specific needs in some of our business districts that we're trying to safeguard, because that's where we create more jobs and more stable communities. We have more of these officers that will join in our most vulnerable communities. There is a long list of things and holes we need to plug with additional boots on the ground. So there's never any shortage of needs to place these officers.